Hi guys, and welcome back again to my YouTube channel. My name is Ria. I'm a lifestyle content creator living in Ireland. You know that we all have our own experiences when we arrive into a new country for the first time or to settle down. I think I've shared my own experiences a lot of times, on this channel. Today I have with me my friend, drum roll. I have with me my friend Chiamaka, who's going to be introducing herself in a bit. So she's going to be talking to us about her experience as an international student here in Ireland, what she expected versus what she saw here studying and living in Ireland. So please, can you introduce yourself? Tell us your name, your school, what you studied, and when you came into Ireland.
Hi guys.
Hi.
Hi guys. My name is Chiamaka. I am currently a master's graduate of UCD, the best school in Ireland, where I studied biotechnology. I came into Ireland September 2020. So it's currently it's about to be a year.
About to be a year, yeah. So I'm just going to be asking you a couple of questions, for people that want to know what schooling and living in Ireland is like for someone that came, during the pandemic. What you saw, what you expected versus what you got. So the first question is, how did you hear about Ireland? How did you come to think of studying here in Ireland?
Yeah, to be very honest, I never thought of coming to Ireland. It was just UK or Canada. But there was this UK's exhibition thingy that they had in Lagos that time. So when I got there, I actually wanted to just talk to a Canadian school basically, but none of them showed up. So I was just walking around and then I saw UCD. I was like, okay, let me just go and ask. And then I knew someone that was coming to Ireland, and I was like, okay, let me just ask and know what's up. And so we got talking, and then the man was like, oh, you should apply and you can even be eligible for a scholarship. And then when I had scholarship, I was like, okay. Okay. So so I went back home and then I started doing my research, and I was like, okay, yeah, I could try this. And yeah, I did, and they gave me everything that I needed.
Okay, I think for most people, I think Ireland wasn't really like their first choice.
I
don't think I've heard of anyone that has said Ireland was my choice. I thought of Ireland first.
I think they don't really have so much would I say publicity now
in terms of education.
Education. I don't think they have enough.
And do you think it's maybe relating to the schools or maybe relating to the country itself?
I think it's related to the country itself, because to be fair, they have really good schools here in Ireland. So I think it's just the country. People just don't think of Ireland as a place to come and study. It's just like maybe a place to come and visit, but they don't actually consider it as a place.
I don't even think people even think about it as a place to come and visit.
Well, some people do.
Really?
Yeah, some people. A very few percentage. It's nothing serious like that.
So when you first came into Ireland, how did you settle? Like your first accommodation? How was the whole process? You came during the pandemic time, exactly. So that's what we're focused on. Like, how was it for you?
It was hard. I came in the middle of the pandemic. Like that was when everybody was on lockdown.
Yeah.
Coming safe was even a miracle, because we're not even sure if the airports were going to be open or it was just chaos, honestly. But getting here, to be honest, I had zero expectations. I just wanted to come to school and have that feel of an international student, meeting people, meeting your lecturers, your classmates and everything. But none of that happened. None of that happened. I came right in the middle. I think Ireland was still on lockdown at the time. So from the airport straight home to where I was staying in a host accommodation, which was good because that helped me to settle in very well. So I mean, the first 3 months I was more focused on school because classes had already started, and you don't want to fail, and we had exams in December, so it was like, okay, let me just focus on school first. Maybe later I'll think about how we're going to flex. But another thing that really helped was before leaving Nigeria, I actually connected with some Nigerians coming to Ireland.
Okay,
so that really helped. It didn't really keep me in a box of just myself. Right? I had people that I could communicate, like, oh, how are you feeling? And they could relate with how I was feeling too. So yeah, that helped. But I mean, it was hard. I I won't really advise anybody to come in a pandemic.
But I think the pandemic is already,
it's going. By the grace of God, we're over with it. But even if you want to come in a pandemic, just try as much as possible to connect with people before you come in here. So even if it's one person, trust me, it's going to make a huge difference. Yes, okay.
So with the accommodation, you said you stayed with the host family. How did you what's the word? Get that accommodation? Yeah.
So UCD has like a Facebook. That's why I say UCD is the best school. You want to argue?
Please, UCD is not the best school. Because don't be deceived out there.
It's the best because I tell you why. Because they have so many. What's the word now? Platforms that help people.
I feel like every school has.
No.
So in regards to the accommodation, how were you able to get the host accommodation that you're speaking of?
Yeah, like I said, UCD is the best, just saying, because like they have so many amenities or platforms rather that help to provide the services. So there's the Facebook page and there's the UCD accommodation something. I can't really remember the name, but I won't just talk as a UCD student. I'll just talk as someone coming to Ireland.
Yeah.
So what I did was I went on Facebook first. I joined I'm going to mention UCD. I joined the UCD accommodation support on Facebook, and then I heard of Daft.
Yeah, Daft.ie and also
Rent.ie. So when I went on Daft, it was difficult because I didn't know how to navigate through the entire thing. Like to be honest, I didn't even know what I was looking for personally. I wasn't sure if I wanted to stay alone, if I wanted to stay with people, because it was just like, I don't stay with people, I don't know them, I don't know where they're coming from, I don't know their values. It was just very, but do I want to stay alone? I'll be alone. So I just went on Facebook and posted something like, oh hi, my name is Chiamaka, I'm coming from Nigeria, I'm looking for an accommodation, blah 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 blah, and all of that. And then people started coming into my DMs like, oh, I have this place, I have that place.
That's nice.
Yeah, so there was this woman that now like came into my DM, was like, oh, I have a place, I have a room, I'm a family of 3, husband, blah 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 blah, and all those things. I was like, okay, maybe I should just stay with.
So did you have the option of staying with other people?
Yeah, there was the option of staying with other people.
Okay, so you just chose.
But I just chose to stay with the host family.
Okay.
And I would advise, if I can advise anybody coming to Ireland, if you don't have anybody, like you don't know anybody in Ireland and you're coming for the first time, you should consider staying with the host family.
I tell a couple of people that, but they don't really.
Yeah, you should consider it. I mean, it's not going to be forever or permanent. It can just be for a couple of months, like 2 months, 3 months. It helps you to settle a whole lot, like especially if they are feeding you, because I was fed. So I didn't have to think of, oh my god, where do I want to go and get groceries, I want to start cooking, and classes had started, so everything was just but like if you stay with a host family, they you have people around you, they can help you, they can direct you. Oh, you're going to this bank, oh, it's just there, you're going to this place, it's just there. So like for the first 3 months, I would advise that you stay with a host family, and they're usually very nice. So you can just stay with them.
So I actually stayed with a host family, I think for under a month or for like a month. Not really a family though, it was just a lady. Like a very young lady, and she was actually nice, and it was a nice
time,
but it was a nice time. But I left because I just wanted to be in the space of other Nigerians like I could relate with,
and like it gives you the time to actually meet people and consider, okay, do I want to and then you can now get people and I say, okay, let's all look for an apartment together. So that works. And if you don't want to stay with the host family, you can also stay in student accommodation, but be warned, it is very expensive. It is very expensive. Outrageously expensive. I mean, but it depends on your budget, and I mean, if you have the money, you can stay. But it's very expensive, and you will save a whole lot if you're not staying in that student accommodation.
Sure.
Yeah, but
then it helps you, get settled very
people,
fast and meet people, and
you
don't have to stress going out for viewings if you like that kind of services. I mean,
and I would advise like have your accommodation settled before you come.
Do you know, in one of my videos, I actually told them not to really like pay online. There's some, there's some what they call it. Some scam houses, exactly, because of the scam thing, how people can just start paying you, just see a room. Because I know for a fact that most landlords here, would not want you to get a place without them seeing who they're giving the place
true.
to.
And sometimes they lie with their pictures.
Exactly, do you get? I know a couple of people that have gotten scammed from that kind of thing before coming. So
but I'm not advising you to pay. I'm just saying, like,
maybe like
have
book
options.
or
like, don't just come and then you want to start looking.
You'll stay in hotel now.
Then that's do you understand? Just have maybe like 3 people that you're sure you want to view, and you're sure that okay, anyone I'm going to settle. So that not that when you just come to Ireland, you're like, okay, let me start looking for you. Just
it'll just be a lot of stress, especially if you don't know anybody.
And it's not as if school will pause for you.
School
your
will go on.
will continue.
Someone like me that even arrived like 3 weeks after school has started. You can imagine. Our dad just went to host family. I don't even have to come and start looking for any.
And another thing was my I think another reason why I chose my host family was her daughter was actually studying in UCD.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so that helped a lot. So she took me to school.
Oh, you enjoyed though.
And she was in science too.
No, I was still rocking boss. So whoa.
She took me to school and all of that, so it was still chill.
So the next question really is like the cost of living for you. You know, because I speak mostly about the Cork area. So when I always say cost of living, I don't really put a lot of price to it because it's not so expensive as it would be in Dublin. So for you that, you know, you're living in Dublin and you have schooled in Dublin for like a year now, tell people that come to Dublin, people that have plans on coming to Dublin, like, you know, cost of living. How was it for you? What did you expect and what did you, you know, see?
So I'll be very honest, as always. Living in Dublin, I did not fully understand how expensive it was until I met you.
Are you serious?
To be very honest, I just thought it was okay.
Normal abroad, how it's expensive.
Okay, now no 540. Okay, that's fair. That's not bad. But then meeting Ria, and then she's telling me I'm staying in a room and it's a suite and everything, and I'm paying this amount. I'm
yes, like, exactly.
Is that normal? Like that
it's
cannot
normal.
be normal. Where I'm coming from,
Yeah,
you pay like 1.5 or 1K. So like I didn't really see it as anything, to be very honest, until I met you, and then I started seeing that
the difference.
The difference is actually mad. It's
actually
ridiculous in Dublin, and people keep saying it's because there are so many organizations there.
Yeah, true. Now it's like Abuja,
I still
Nigeria.
don't get it. Dublin landlords are not your friends. They are. Most of them are very considerate, but most of them can pack 18 people in a house or 15 people in a house, no cap.
15 people in a house.
No cap.
And how much would they be paying individually? Like
450 and it's not.
That's money.
It's not in suit though. You still share bathroom.
When I say that you people are suffering in Dublin now, you say
the cost of accommodation in Dublin is expensive.
It is. Did you expect that?
No. I didn't really, to be honest. I think after like doing research online and I was seeing the amount, I sort of like settled in my head that okay, maybe this is
like the average.
So if I go above this, it means I'm really
doing too much.
Yeah. So but cost of accommodation is expensive.
And apart from like accommodation, what about like the transport, the feeding, you know, clothing, shopping, those other aspects.
I mean, we're all different people and we know what works for us. Me, I live on a budget. I don't need to do pass myself. So I live on a budget. For transport is okay because as a student you have your lip card and that caps at 5 every day. So €5 every day. So if you just put €5, you can go anywhere. You can tour the whole of Dublin and you're fine. And then I think in a week it's 20. So if you just put €20 for the whole week, you can go anywhere.
I think the same here in Cork.
Yeah, so transport is actually fine.
Transport is fine.
Feeding, it depends on you and what you like to eat and you know how often you like to eat. I cook like for the week, like meal prep for the week. So if I'm going shopping, I know this is what I'm going to eat for the week. And if I'm buying any other thing extra, because I know myself, I will suffer myself for it. So let's say I have spent my weekly budget. So I want to like do a withdraw and get other things. I know that next week is me now suffer. So it just depends on your taste. And if you want just strictly African food, then just be prepared to spend.
But and then another thing, anyways, we'll go to like the tips to survive here. But before I forget, like when it comes to African food, I know I haven't done a video about what to pack, what not to pack, but I would advise that if you're coming, try to come like, you know, African food, because it's quite expensive here. For example, a carton of Indomie in Nigeria, how much is it? You can't pass 2.5. It's even up to 2.5 or 3K.
I mean, let's just say 3K.
Let's just say 3K. Yeah, true, Sha. We don't know how. So let's just say 3K. But here in Ireland, even in Cork, that is not so expensive. A carton of noodles is about 13 to 15 euros. And if you transfer that times 590 cost, that's about like 7,000 ish. Like 8K, something you used to probably buy like 2.5.
Yeah.
You used to buy one. So if you have the opportunity to, you know, bring in African food, like dried food items,
and even
you
like
should.
Spices, like
pepper, so these things are actually they come in handy.
Yeah, they come in very handy.
They do.
Yeah, I didn't bring any African
Are you
food,
serious?
so
You didn't?
I did not.
You don't like African food?
Why?
So why did you bring luggage, extra luggage?
Because I was going to a family where I was going to be fed. It did not really click in my head.
You need to
bring.
Are you serious?
So I didn't bring anything. So it was when I left, and I had to, you know, go and sort myself out.
I thought I told you to bring.
I know that sometimes.
So you said use the money to buy food when you now moved from the host family.
I was using my money to buy food. I was cooking. I went to like Lidl and Aldi and the rest to get like salt and spices and whatnot. But like what I was cooking, like to cook jollof rice now, it's just
true.
So it wasn't anything serious.
So you don't eat like swallow, that's meat.
The only swallow I have made is okra.
But you went to African.
But I went to African store, of course.
Moving on to the next point, how were your classes? What did you expect? You know, when you were applying to come to Ireland to study, you had this you know, setting in your head of how you want your classes to be, how you want to mingle with other people, meet people, talk to your lecturers especially, and then you know you came in the pandemic time. So how was it for you? How did you manage to practically learn online all through your master's degree? Meanwhile, you didn't pay for an online program.
But yeah, the crazy thing is, before we came, or like before school officially resumed, they told us that by November, in-person classes would resume again. So I was like, oh yes, awesome. But it was a scam. I won't say it was a scam. Like the number of cases, they kept rising and rising, so they could not really do anything. So I mean, that took away the whole, you know, coming to school with your bag and, you know, makeup, hair looking all on fleek,
taking pictures, boo.
Going into classes, you know, just chilling and stuff. So that was just eliminated completely. Yeah. So studying online is hard. Like it's very difficult because you have to fight yourself and you have to fight your body. Because most times I would attend classes in my pajamas. Of course. Most times. And then sometimes you're always distracted with your phone. And it was just very hard. But another thing is, you know why you're here.
Yeah,
true. You know what exactly brought you here. Apart from you coming to another country to flex and, you know, just look all good and whatnot. You actually came here solely to study. Yeah. And so if you don't pass, you are not going to go further. Yeah. So I think that was just what kept ringing in my head. I mean, I know I cannot fail. I cannot come here. I cannot come here and fail. I cannot come here and fail. So yeah, I was serious. I mean, I like book.
Yeah.
Not that I like book.
You like book, auntie.
Not that I like book.
And it's a good thing. It's a good thing.
I like book, but I mean, if I have to do something, I have to do it well.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was just it. And in every group and presentations that we had to do, I was always paired with really amazing people.
Yeah, so
people that also had like the same mindset. So I was not chasing anybody. Yeah. That you need to submit this or you need to submit this.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was just it. Studying online is
a lot of work.
It's a lot of work. It is a lot of work. Like, because there are sometimes that you don't understand jack. Yeah. And you would like to like meet up with somebody to like explain or like just have like group discussions, but like we didn't really have any of that. But UCD did make it a bit easier.
Of course, you praise them. UCD.
They made it easier in the sense like they always had like tutorials, so they made every lecturer have like a tutorial class where everybody would come and discuss. So that helped.
Okay.
That helped a lot. Yeah, did your school have that?
Yes, we did. And the funny part of the story is that I didn't go come during pandemic, so I can't relate. That's why I'm asking you to explain. Me, I was going to class every
But
day.
people that are coming now, they have a greater chance of having it in person.
Yeah, true.
So,
yeah.
So it might just be a blend.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, you definitely have to.
I think it's your sets that really suffered.
Yeah, we did.
I mean, so now are you done with school for people?
Yes,
yeah.
I'm done.
Congratulations, girl.
Thank you. I'm done. I defended like 2 weeks now.
Do you know, like, it's so weird when I hear people actually defend projects here, because I didn't defend my project. I didn't.
So what did you do? You just wrote that?
Just wrote, submitted, finished.
Man, you defended one. I have to defend it. Yeah, just defended.
So how was like the defense and all of that?
What's
How was
done
like
now?
your project? Did you like, how was, like, for people now that, you know, are just coming and they're thinking of, oh, how am I going to do my project? How is it going to be for me? Like, just summarize. How was the whole process
for
you?
the art and commercial people? I mean, it's basically just essays.
Yeah.
So it's just for you to write. But like for science people, you have lab work.
Yeah.
But for me, I took a detour. I didn't do lab work. I did a business case study.
Oh, yeah.
So, but for people that did like lab work, they went into the lab. So I think that's like the opportunity you have to actually go into the lab and meet other people and
Yeah.
work and all of that. Yeah. But me, I did a business case study, so it was just essay, and I had somebody that I was working with, so it was pretty chilled. Like, 'cause I wasn't doing all the work myself. So, yeah.
So the last point or the last question that I have for you is like, you know, can you give some tips to survive, you know, as an international student and, you know, as a recent graduate in Ireland?
It's plenty.
Yeah, just give some for people that, you know, want to know.
Okay. Yeah.
Tip number one.
Number one, be yourself. Like, know yourself and be yourself. Coming as an international student, you will be faced with pressure. Like, you're going to meet different people, and you might be not forced directly, but to do things that you don't want to do, or go do things that are not even in
line with
principles,
you. Yeah.
stuff. So know yourself and be yourself. You don't have to prove anything to anybody. If you are Nigerian, own it to your chest. If you are Ghanaian, own it to your chest. If your accent has not changed, own it to your chest. Nobody is going to kill. Like, that's true now. Nobody is going to kill you. You don't have to come here and then 1 month you're trying to do something. Come here and try to just be yourself. Really, like, just be yourself. Because nobody's really looking at you.
People are looking at them. What do you mean? People are looking at them.
Tip number 2. In order to settle down quickly and so that you can focus on other things, do all your registration process on time. Like, don't leave it till later, because I know you have like 3 months grace.
Yeah,
or something.
3 months.
So don't wait until the last minute, because usually for example, the GNIB registration, whatever, that's for you to get your permits, residence permits.
Yeah.
So you have to do that on time, because getting an appointment is
a hassle.
It's a hassle. Exactly, it's a hassle. So just try to do it on time, so that you will not now wake up one morning and check your passport and realize that it's the next day.
Exactly. And then I sense that, like, how is the process in Dublin? Because I know a couple of people always ask me, and then I'm like, oh, I don't really know, because I can only speak for Cork. So you have done yours in Dublin, how was it? What did you read? I know in a pandemic it would be probably different, but
yeah, it was a bit easy.
Yeah.
I mean, the only hard part is actually getting an appointment. Again, UCD provided slots.
Are you serious?
Yeah,
they give you guys slots?
They give us slots. Yeah.
That's mad though.
When I talk now, they say. So they gave us slots, so I just used that to go for my gen. So they just ask you for, I think all the documents you need is on their website. So just when you just go submit your documents and they stamp and they send it to your house. Basically. So the only hard thing is getting an appointment, because a lot of people have come and a lot of people want to renew, especially like September.
At this time, exactly.
Want to renew, so it's a lot.
It's a lot
of people are trying to get an appointment at the same time. So if you can just try every day, just make it a point of duty to try and look for an appointment. Apart from that, it's very easy as long as you have all your documents.
Okay,
that's fine. Tip number 3: budgets.
Oh yeah.
Please budget.
Yeah.
There are a lot of goodies.
Yeah, a lot of things. If you turn your eye here, you want to buy this. If you turn your eye, you want to go here. You want to do this. Like,
it's too much.
It's a lot.
It's too much. So just try to budget. And don't budget to kill yourself. Budget based on what you have.
Yeah.
And you know how you can spend. But just know how to budget. You know, based on feeding and clothing and if you're paying your rent yourself or anyhow basically. But just budget so that you don't wake up one morning and you see zero. God forbid, it's not your portion, but just try to budget. That will help you a lot. Tip number 4 will be please pay attention in your class, especially if you're coming from Nigeria. Let me focus on my Nigerian people because it's still paying me. No offense to any other person watching from any other country. I'm in Nigeria, so it's just easy to if you're coming from Nigeria, please pay attention in your classes. You know, in Nigerian school we used to do, you know.
We used to do what? I mentioned why you. We used to do copy.
You understand? Copy and paste.
That kind of Wikipedia, back and front. No reading, but
there is something called.
Yeah,
you know,
I think I said it. I even told them now how I almost failed because of this thing.
We know that there's something called plagiarism, but what you don't know is that if you're coming here, it is serious.
Yeah.
It's very, very serious. So you can't just copy and paste.
Yeah.
You cannot, because they have like plagiarism checker.
Yeah. Very serious one. So
if you pass something, you failed though.
You failed though. They even now call you for.
Come and face panel.
I'm telling you, defend your work. So ordinary assignment though, 2,000 words. You will defend it.
So yeah, pay attention in class. Make sure there are like online tools you can use to check for plagiarism and they are free. If you just Google plagiarism checker. You know, that will help. Also in regards to assignments, because assignment is not it's serious. It's a big deal basically. They tell you to write like 2k words, 5,000 words, 10,000 words, and sometimes they give you just 2 weeks. So don't delay. I know sometimes like, oh, let me just do it last minute. Don't delay. Just try as much as possible to at least start. Yeah. And then if you get stuck in the middle, then just take a break and then continue. But like, don't just leave it. Because one lecturer will give you an assignment, 2k words. He doesn't care if another one has already given you 5,000. They don't know.
And they'll probably tell you to submit it at the same time. So planning is key.
So planning is very, very key. I think that's something that you helped me with. There's one time I was feeling overwhelmed. I didn't know what I was doing, but then she said just try to like plan it and like create like a timetable. So Monday I'm going to work on this. Tuesday I'm going to work on. So that helps a whole lot. So don't just say, okay, I have 4 assignments. I will run them. You will not move. We move. You ain't gonna move, no. I'm not moving anywhere. So so just plan and pay attention in class. And then tip number 5, don't be shy when you come. When I mean don't be shy in the sense that ask people for help.
Yeah, exactly. Open your mouth.
Google Maps will.
But Google Map is good though.
It's now that it's good. That time
it wasn't good for you.
It wasn't good though. I was supposed to go to like the next bus stop. I went around.
Something I was supposed to be like
a 2 minutes walk. I used like 10 minutes. And then when I eventually found it,
well, Google Maps is not bad now.
But don't be scared to ask people. Irish people are very nice.
Yeah, they are.
Just ask, please, I'm going to this place. And if you're asking, make sure you look at the person that you're asking. So you don't get wrong directions. Yeah. But don't be shy. Just mingle. Mingle with people that you vibe with and they share the same values and principles with you. So that will help a lot. Don't be a loner. Because you're in a new country and you don't want to be alone. So I think I've said too much.
Yeah, we have. So that's actually it, guys. Thank you so much, Chiamaka, my girl.
You're welcome. You're paying me some money.
When we earn money from it. Thank you so much for coming and having this talk and doing this video with me. Thank you so much for giving advice to incoming and people that are just trying to
see me now giving advice to you.
Yes, alumni now. We are a bad girl in the game. So thank you so much for having this talk and doing this video with me. Please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you did enjoy it. Don't forget to subscribe and also hit the notification bell down there beside the subscribe button. If you have any questions, maybe for Chiamaka, for people going to Dublin or people that have more questions in relating or in in regards to the Dublin sector, you can leave it down in the comment section, and then she'll be reading your comments, and then she would answer all of your questions. Thank you so much, guys, for watching.
And don't forget to drop a comment. Did you say that?
Yes, I just said that they should leave a comment.
Okay, thank you guys for watching.
Thank you so much, guys, for watching. My name is Ria.
And I love you guys.
You know, say your
My name is
Chawaka. And I love you guys. Mwah. Bye, guys.